To understand about arthritis, it helps you to know some basic structure of a normal knee joint. The lower limb has got two bones, the thigh bone that's called femur and the leg bone that's called tibia. They are connected at the knee joint. The end of these long bones are covered by a structure called cartilage, which is a nice, smooth, elastic structure. The cartilage gives cushioning effect when the joint moves up and down. This gives a low friction mechanism. The joint is supported by two rope-like ligaments on either side, which helps the knee to be stable while you are walking. The bending and straightening are done by two groups of muscles. One is in the front and other is in the back of the thigh. In advanced arthritis, this smooth, nice, elastic cartilage gradually breaks down. As it breaks down, it exposes the raw, hard bone ends. As the bone ends rub on each other, they produce pain, fluid accumulation, and lot of noisy crepitations. The ligaments are also becoming either short or long. Usually, one part of the joint is affected earlier than the other half, which results in bending of the limb. So, with advancing arthritis, the limb becomes bent to one side or another. With advanced arthritis, the muscles also become weak and stiff, so the movement becomes gradually restricted. So the walking becomes more difficult and restricted. There are two groups of arthritis commonly. The first group is osteoarthritis. This is a very common problem which is characterized by wear and tear of the joint. This usually starts at the age of 50s or 60s. It involves commonly both the knee joints. The other group is rheumatoid arthritis. This problem usually starts at the age group of 30 or 40. This involves multiple joints like knees, shoulder, hip, hand joints and ankle. This problem is also characterized by morning stiffness. That is, when you get up in the morning, people with this problem do experience stiffness and pain, which takes up to 1 hour to be relieved. So what causes arthritis? First, the osteoarthritis. This is caused by genetic predisposition. Overweight, long distance running and significant injury to the joint can aggravate the problem. Gentle walking, exercises, mild overweight do not by itself cause osteoarthritis. The rate of progression of osteoarthritis is unpredictable. Early osteoarthritis is very commonly seen in the age group of 50s, but fortunately not all of them are progressive. So only some of them do progress in a quick manner to produce pain or deformity. Some of them may remain as a mild arthritic for years together. The other group, rheumatoid arthritis, this is caused by a disease process in which one's own body immune mechanism, that is body's defense mechanism, produces a toxin against a joint covering. So the joint covering structure is gradually affected by this disease and it destroys the joint surroundings and joint also. This can be progressive. Early stages may well be controlled by medication, but once the joint structure gets involved, then a surgery is usually required. The treatment methods. This can be broadly divided into two groups for early arthritis and late arthritis. First, let us talk about osteoarthritis at early stage. The early osteoarthritis causes pain on activity like running, walking long distances, or climbing stairs. This is usually helped by painkillers, rest from the particular activity, hot water fermentation, weight reduction, and general exercises help in maintaining the general physique and keeping active even with early osteoarthritis. Occasionally, even at an early stage, one may get a lot of pain and swelling. This is usually caused by a twisting injury with a tear in the meniscus cartilage. This may require a surgery. This is usually done by a keyhole surgery called arthroscopy. Sometimes the inner half of the joint is worn out lot more than the outer half. This causes lot of pain only on the inside of the knee joint. In these occasions, one may have to do a surgery just below the knee joint to shift the walking onto the normal surface so that one can continue to be moving around with much less pain. In the other group, rheumatoid arthritis, at an early stage is characterized by joint pain and swelling of multiple joints like both the knee joints, shoulders, hips, hands, or ankle. And this is of varying degree, which means that sometimes the pain goes up for a few months and comes down, and one particular joint may be more involved than the other. Of late, there are quite a few new medicines available to control the disease process of rheumatoid arthritis. Hot water fermentation and physiotherapy, sometimes splinting, may help in acute episodes. Alternative medicines like Ayurvedic, Siddha do offer excellent pain relief at an early stage. So far we talked about early osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. When the arthritis becomes severe and the joint gets structurally damaged, both osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis do not be helped by painkillers or even from rest. The life becomes restricted more and more. The painkillers are not that effective. The legs may start to bend in one way or another, and you may continue to have a permanent swelling. Sometimes the joint injections of steroid medication can give partial relief for a few months. A complete long-lasting pain relief can be offered only by joint replacement surgery. The total knee replacement is a major surgery, but with a very high rate of success. In this surgery, the rough articular surface are removed and replaced by artificial joint so that no pain is elicited by the irregular joint surfaces.